Hey, Michael.
Hey, hold on, I gotta turn this off.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I guess I lost my stream. Just lost. I just lost it. So
Yeah, I saw that. It's where it started to buffer and then I lost it as well. I can't believe what I did. It's crazy. Gosh.
a good crazy or a bad crazy?
No, it wasn't. I didn't do anything stupid, but I needed like, I needed like, if I traded 10 contracts, I needed like 6.5 points, you know?
Yeah.
And, I said, I'm gonna just wait until like maybe opening the IB trade. And anyway, I didn't wait because I ended up taking the trade.
Yep.
It went against me that my drawdown was like $26 and then reversed. And I just passed the account. I mean, that's bizarre.
Huh.
It came all the way down. I thought, okay, it's blown up.
Yeah.
And then reversed like, you see a drawdown go like negative,
Yep.
negative for like $5 or $10,
Yeah.
and then just reversed and got it all the way back, got out of the trade, took a few small trades, and now I just sold it. So it's just
Nice.
crazy. Uh,
Nice.
yeah, I just anyway. So
Well, I played the old 5 minute gap fill. You know, came down to the wick, took it long,
oh
took 10 points, called it good. I
yeah,
took. I had an earlier trade from somewhere around 213
yep.
and took it down to about 130. That was a good
You know,
trade.
I when we came up this morning, because I was trying to trade so cautiously to just get through this account, we came up to the pivot and the bear zone.
Yeah,
Look at that. I mean, yeah, that's the kind of trade you want to take with one contract and just give yourself a win.
yeah, exactly. Yep. All right. So now we're looking for potential 5 minute reversal right here. Um, I think the stream right now is 2 seconds behind. So what I did is I went to my settings on my YouTube and put it to 1.5, and just that way it keeps me all the way forward all the time. And then, like I just went through here. Let me.
Oh,
So
I see.
1,001, 1,002. All right, so we're about 3 seconds behind right now. So not too bad. So I'm looking for
Yeah,
potentially a short here. We couldn't get past VWAP. We couldn't get past, well, we got past, but we couldn't hold past the 1 minute weighted moving average.
yeah. Yep, I see it. Yep.
Yeah. I would have liked, I'm not going to take that short yet. I would have liked it to come down. I mean, I don't like this. I do like that reversal, potential reversal right here. Right? That one looks good.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Taking 1 minute weighted moving average 192, that was the play. You could just be holding it right here. I
Yeah.
might try one right here and just hold on to it. See if I can hold it.
It's a beautiful bounce off the bullseye, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
And then it's funny. It came up, and where we rejected now was the 50% put to the overnight high low 203.
Oh, there you go.
So it's actually, I mean, I know we're in a bit of chop here, but like,
It's also the 61.8 from the move down.
yep, got it. Yep. Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't love this.
it's easy to get just chopped up here.
Yeah,
Just try to trade small and don't do anything stupid. I
yeah.
just did.
I got one short at 178 and then also right here at 171.
Okay. Nice.
5 minute looks a little better. I'll remove this so people can see. I don't like the 171 entry, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Only because we got the 1 minute gap fill right at 183.
Yeah, I was really hoping for was a move all the way back up to 232 area.
Yeah.
Would have been a gap on the 3 minute and 5 minute up there.
Okay.
That would have been our
Silver bullet.
yeah.
Come on, baby, let's go. All right, we could get a little punch if we get back or get below 165, 164.75. So if we can get a punch move down, maybe if we can get past 164.
Yeah, that's the area I was trying to short earlier, below 168.
Oh.
And just like it's tough. The first time it was fine. After that, it's been really tough.
Yeah.
It's powers at 1 o'clock, right? So.
Yep. There's the Fed Powell speaks. Yep, 10:55. So 3 hours. 1:55. So 2 o'clock, right?
Yep. Yeah. I guess on financial juice it says 1 o'clock, but I don't know if it's exact.
All right, mine says 10:55 a.m.
Oh yes, perfect. 10:55, which is 1 o'clock. So
Yep.
12:55. No, sorry.
It's almost 2. Yeah.
2 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says 1 o'clock here. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be trading at 1 o'clock anyway.
Yep. Okay. I could do something like this. All right, we're slowing down here already. On the 15 minute, we kind of got 2 candles just sideways.
Yeah, just look at this, man.
If I get chopped up here, then I'll just hold on for a few minutes before I go back. Realistically, I got to see something below that. Below whatever that previous candle low is 168.50.
There you go.
Yeah, now I couldn't take it. Damn it. Got me out.
Oh, I don't mean, listen. I don't know how far it's going to go. I mean, this,
All right, it was 300 up. Now I'm 300 down.
Look at NVIDIA. Look at NVIDIA in the bullseye. NVIDIA came down to the bottom of the bullseye, a little overshoot, bounce, top of the bullseye. It's doing the same thing, a little bit of overshoots.
Yep.
Amazing. I mean, it's like technical, I guess. This is rough. like watching the price action in the pre-market,
Yep.
and it's just almost like so much easier, you know?
Yeah.
Come down to a trend line, just go back.
Yeah. How much time's left? All right, we got 50 seconds left on a 5-minute. Still have 10.5 seconds on there, a little more than that, but 10:30 plus on the 15. So it could play a lot of games. We could just go sideways here, and
Yeah. I mean, I think I only get really interested is if, depending on you get up, it's getting late anyway, but if we can come down and take out those lows,
yeah,
or you go take out those highs. You know, like,
yep,
by the looks of it, it's going to be 11 o'clock before we even go up to that gap. I don't think we're going to get there before that. So, I think it's going to chop around and wait for power.
yeah.
I don't know what it's going to say.
We're still hanging out around previous days. So Friday's low, 173. The London lows we took out.
Yep. Yeah, I heard you talking about that. We took out the high in the London.
Yep.
And we took out the low. Now we're in the middle.
That's right. So
Yeah,
that's
how many times have we seen this? Huh?
246. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Here, let me control copy. Since I got some time, I'm not doing anything. 246, right around 246. And I'll put the London high there. I'll start tracking that on this chart. I'm sure I might have to create a little, what do you call it, code that will just plot that for me.
It kind of makes sense. Like if you think about it, like it's just like we know liquidity in the market. So liquidity, where does liquidity hide? You know,
Mm-hmm.
it just seems like it's just where they're going to go.
All right, so if I put my fibs up here on the 5-minute, from here to here, we came up to the 61.8 and then made a move down. So what I would do, and this might, if I hurry up and do this, I might take a trade here. So if I go up and do this, okay, we came down to the 50. Here, let's do this. Let me just keep that on here for a few minutes. I'll just blow the chart up a little bit so it doesn't look so. So it's hard for me to play this just because we only have 12 points in between.
I mean, look at this. We are inside the 1 minute opening range.
Yep.
16 point wide. And we're still inside it.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. I mean, I think we'll come down to 158. The problem is your entry is how do I get in?
Yeah, and avoid getting stopped out.
Yeah, like I did already twice.
That's the problem. But if you took your short share and you said, okay, you know what, I'll take a 30-point stop. But
Well,
you can do that.
right. I mean, but it's either that or you take it right here at the 1 minute weighted moving average or VWAP, right?
Yeah.
And then you can put a pretty small stop on there.
Take it there, 91.
The only problem I have is on the 5 minute here. See this wick here? So if we get back above that, that could be a little bullish move.
Yeah.
There's a lot of traders out there that will take that long and start buying.
Yeah. So it's like a second entry long. Not the best looking one, but
Yeah.
it's the same principle, right? You're gonna take that long, then you're gonna have to stop. Gotta have to stop down to. You gotta have to stop at like at least 25 points.
Yeah. Well, we could take the stop at 188. Probably should have. Right where I had it. And then you could have put your stop at 190. Could have had like a 3-point stop.
Yeah.
That would have been the play.
Yeah, the one, if you took the 1 minute weighted moving average,
Yep.
put the stop above the 50% of the IB, you're talking about a 5-point stop.
Yep. So 50% of the IB, which is basically here.
Yeah, 194.50 or something.
Yep. Yeah, bottom of IB is 130, 127 right here.
Yeah.
So you're looking right in here.
You just stop just above the 1 minute.
Yep.
Oh, look at this tough little chop. Oof.
Yeah.
You didn't watch the Alabama game, did you?
I was watching it, and then I don't remember why I switched. I know it. I felt I have to write.
I almost put my nails to the bone.
My son came in. He goes, "Dad, did you watch that Bama game?" I said, "No." I said, "I had it on, and then I turned." He said, "Oh."
It looked like it was easy to turn off because it looked like they were going to beat them by 70-0.
What? Yeah.
And then, man, the game just got crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. As usual,
Yeah.
when they play each other,
Yeah.
no matter what, it always is a case.
It usually is. Yeah. Yeah, because I think I turned it off at, I don't remember, 21-27 or 21-0, 27, 24-0. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, they went 28-0.
Yeah. Okay.
Both
So
players.
yeah. So then that's where I turned it off. I said, "Okay, this game's probably done."
You should. The end of the game was outrageous.
Yeah.
I mean, you should watch the highlights. I mean, it was crazy.
All right, so here we go below 172. I hate taking that. Damn it. I don't really want to. It makes the most sense, though. Yeah, you know, and that trend line should be probably something like that. I don't even like that.
My super trend is mixed. So
Okay.
completely mixed.
Yeah, I got 4 downs and 1 up, so that tells me the shorts is the best play as this moment.
I got 3 up and 2 down. So,
And I got 4 and 1.
so look at the 1 minute weighted moving average.
Yeah,
Sideways like a line.
yeah,
I'm sure VWAP's probably similar.
yep. They're going side by side.
Yeah.
Usually means don't trade. Keep your hands in your pocket.
Yeah, it is exactly. Yeah. It's good practice for me to just not trade. Yeah.
That's no fun. All right, so we've got to wait for a move, some kind of move. Let's go to a 2-minute chart and see if we can maybe spot something here.
So the midnight open is at 219.
Yep.
220, something like that.
Yep.
So you've got to be, I think it has to be below, so you've got to think a little bit bearish, but
Yep.
it's just a terrible chart.
Yeah, I used to even write. Oh. Let's see if I can get that up a little bit bigger. I used to even write in that old room.
Yeah.
I used to write bullish and bearish lines just to keep me on the right side.
Right.
All right, about 4 seconds behind.
That's perfect.
Pathetic.
Yep. A little wedge there, I see.
Yep, I think our big issue is those. Now the 1 minute's starting to come down just a hair, but we're still relatively flat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit. Yep, that's it.
Let's see. I got a lot of stuff on my chart here. All right, there's maybe a move up for a fakie.
Yep.
I'm going to get rid of my open range indicator on this chart, just so I don't have to look at so much stuff up there. There we go. Okay, so where is CPR? All right, so usually CPR, you get your pivot up here, bottom control right here at 223.50. I used to say I bearish here and then take the bullish and move it up here.
Yeah.
And that was my, basically whatever this was for the day, which today it's about 224, about 60 points. That's a pretty big window to be bullish or bearish on. Then Michael came up with started talking about the day's opening trade at midnight. So I started looking at that and then started looking and say, wow, you could actually just say you're bullish or bearish above and below that line. It makes some sense.
Yeah.
So you can see where, for the most part, since midnight, or even since open, we're kind of in this range here from 280, to 130. So 150 points is kind of our range that we've been just kind of playing, ups and downsies.
The other thing that
Lower lows, lower low.
if you look at it like just our range for the day.
Yep.
We're sitting almost at the 50% of it.
Yep.
Don't have a ton of advantage, right?
Yep.
You need to get either up into like the upper quadrant or the lower quadrant first, I think, to
Yep.
higher probability trade. So.
Yep, and all he's doing is looking at the high and the low of real-time trading, right?
Yeah.
And then there's your 50% at 195.
Yep, exactly.
And there's real no advantage. No, the only thing you could have done was taken that long off the 5 minute. Well, I can't remember. Let's see. It was
Yeah, it's here.
right around 170. Yep. So 170 would have been your long, and you could still be holding that for 22 points. You know, and it would have been a long trade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now we wait. All right, there's your move up. $5 minute was a little cleaner.
Video pushing above its bullseye. Yep. Good now.
Yep. VWAP. Let's see what happens when we get up to like 211. Yeah, it was something with Streamlabs this morning. Just crashed. All right, we came down and tested 1 minute weighted.
Yeah, you see that a lot too. When we finally break through it, we
Yeah.
come down and test it. It's not a bad long.
Nope. Would have gave you 15, 14 right now. Opening range. I'm going to take it off my other charts too, just so I can reduce some clutter. All right, there goes your move up. Darn it. All right, so I've already had some good trades this morning. When coming on, I took the short down. Somewhere in here, I believe. Got like almost 50 points. 40 something.
That is a good one. Yep.
Oh. So I have, only thing I need to do now is increase my PA account a little bit. All right, so we made a move up above the 1 minute. Let's go to the 2 minute. The question is, should I take a short here? Yeah. 189. There's some, oh, you sucker, I missed it. I should just take it. Come on, baby. Come on down.
Not a bad low one there.
Now I would have liked to have gotten it at 190.
Breaking your trend line as well.
Yeah.
Bend that trend line up. See if they can bust that.
Yep. We got a reversal on the 5-minute right here. 190 was the correct entry, in my opinion.
Yep.
Okay, let's see if we can get. Could easily come back up to 183. I'm going to probably 86, 76. It's pretty tight. I was going to try to lock in 10.
Back to that stupid range.
Yeah, well, 4 minutes left on the 15-minute. I should have taken profit, damn it. Should have taken that 10 points. Here's what I'm looking at. Well, there's 180 again. 15-minute. Let me get rid of the box. So we still have 3-4 minutes. This thing can fly right back up. All right, so what I say, 190 was the correct entry.
Yeah.
The 5 minutes not really showing me much.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah. This could have just been a retest of this trend line. I'm just not real confident on the long, so up, up, down, up. All right, we're getting there. Drop back below again. I don't know if I like this short as much as I like the first one. 20 points, damn it. Why did I give that up? All right, 2 minutes left. I'm in no hurry. No hurry. Top chat. There we go. Mm-hmm. 15-minute, filling its color out. There we go. taking that long, taking a long above VWAP. I have no problem. It's 20. What am I at? 01. And I'll have to take a 7 or 8 pointer there. See if we can get above days. Actually, I would like to go back up to London High. But it's just garbage. Come on, baby. I could drop my stop down to 96, but which I think I'll do. Come on, push up. Well, I don't like that one. So we get it 1 minute, that gaps down on the close of the prior candle. Generally never a good thing if you're expecting it to go higher. Well, let's see. Maybe it'll push up. There we go. Because what I'd rather be is right here. You know, so 189, so 191, 192. That would probably be a better entry. All right, I'm going to put my stop up there. If I get taken out, so be it.
Well, let's get big green candle. Zip up.
Yep. $15-minute. It would be great to get above 14. Let me go down to a, let me get rid of that first of all. Go down to a 5. That's not what I want to see. But paid for the trade. Big deal. Took me out. I'd rather be in here at 94, 93 would be better probably. Nope. Damn it, that was probably a good entry. Probably going to be a good entry.
Yep.
Okay, that 15. Excuse me, hold on. All right. It's just a grinder with a slight up bias. All right, I got up on the 2-minute, 3-minute, 5-minute, 15, and we just need the 60 to come around, and then it's
Today's month end, right? Yeah.
yeah. So it could be just like this, right, all day.
End of quarter, right?
End of quarter.
End
Yep.
of month.
Yep.
Oh, got it. Got it. I forgot today was the 30th.
Yep. So there's potential for just choppy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't want to sell stop. I want to buy stop. All right, come on. Just, I mean, look at, what are we in, 5 minute here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candles. So 50 minutes between, you could say 205 to 170. 30, 40 point swings. I mean,
Yeah.
177 to, here's almost 40 point candles right here. 35 or something. I don't think this is going to come down now, because now it would be a short below 197. And I don't think I'd want to go there.
Yeah. Don't like this action.
Nope. Well, there's not much to do. I mean, you know.
No.
Here, let's go to a 2 minute. You know.
There's nothing to do here.
Nope. So there was a long here, but then it came down and took you out. You got this trend line. You know, I could do something like that. You know, if I had all my trend lines on for the day, it probably would have looked something like this. I mean, one could have readjusted this guy. Something like that.
Last four.
I mean, this one, if I wanted to readjust, it'd be something like that.
On TradingView, how do you get the panel up on the right hand side, like for
all the tickers?
ATM? Yeah, or your ATM, like you have an ATM, like your dome and whatever.
I don't know. I don't use it.
I used to have it up, and now I can't find it.
Okay. Oh, I hope it's not going to be like this until Powell gets on.
I think it is.
Eh.
I think it is.
That would be. All right, not much to see on the 2 minute, not much to see on the 5 minute, except for ugliness sideways. This 15 minute. Well, if I'm looking at this, I would have to do something like this and say, well, there's my fibs. So we came up, hit 61.8, came back down, tried to push up through it again. And now we have 6 minutes till this one closes. Your long was right off here where I put this arrow. And guess you'd still be holding. Problem is you were taking along here at 186. That's a 24-point stop. That's the problem. If you're taking along off this candle, off this reversal, which we talked about when we first called out the reversal, your stop would have had to been like 185 entry, and your stop would have had to been 127. If you're playing the 15-minute.
Right. Yeah. Otherwise, I was looking when you called that originally, I was thinking you had to be down at like 160.
Yeah.
And still, it's like 25 points stop.
Yeah. I mean, you could still play it by saying, okay, if that's my entry, I'll take 10-point stops.
Yeah.
And you would have taken a couple of them before finally potentially taking off on this one. One good trade, take care of all the sins of the day. All right, we got 4 minutes left on the 15. We'll go back to the 2-minute. Looks like we're just going to grind up higher a little bit to see.
We are sitting right between the 50% and the midnight open, so between 03 and 20. So.
Oh, from midnight?
Yeah, the midnight open and the 50% FIP.
Gotcha.
Let's see if this can take us above that.
Came right up into a 5-minute gap.
Yep.
Where's that coming from?
Rejected at CPR bottom.
Oh, this is a 2-minute. Let's go to a 5-minute. I'm going to try long here. I don't know if it'll play out. Obviously, we're getting a rejection here. Damn you. Nope. All right. I was going to try to play that, the opening trade.
Oh, right, yep.
As a long. Oops. Let's try one more time. And too many times I've seen the day's opening trade. You know, if we can get above it,
Yes.
then the other option is to, once it comes back up, if we can move up, I will also try to take another one long. So on a retest. But first we got to get past this 5-minute. So here's a 5-minute gap fill. like this.
CPR, right?
Yeah.
And then come up into a gap.
Yeah. So it could be a little choppy in here to 31. So I could just put a line here.
There you go. See if we can close that gap. It's not a big gap, so.
Yeah. Okay, we're at the bottom of bottom control at 223. We just busted through. Okay. Probably would have been better to take it like 209. Okay, get up to that line. I should just move up here and protect at 226. There we go. Could watch for a sharp reversal here, just for a flush down, take out some stops. I'm going to go up and protect at 19. Probably get taken out, but I'll lock in 200.
Yeah, the video's showing it, so testing almost testing the highs of the day. Almost.
Okay. So bottom is 221.50. I don't want to see it drop too far below there. Come on, stay up there. Nope. Yeah. I'm going to stay at 215. I'll take that 6-point loss. All right. Let's see if we can make a move back up. Nope. Close to 1 minute below, retesting. That's that 5-minute gap holding up. If we're going to reverse, we'd have to reverse somewhere in here right now. Okay, minute 20 left. The 15-minute gap has been closed. Here, let me check the 15-minute window here. 197, we don't want to go below. Nope. All right, we got to stay above VWAP in the 1 minute. Oh, you know what? This could be right here. Damn it. 78.6 rejection. So if we go from the high to the low, we came right up to 233. I didn't see that. You know, you got some confluence with that 5 minute gap right there. So we had that 5 minute gap at 232. And there you go, you're back in.
Back in where?
Oh, you were out for a while.
Why?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yep. So we had the confluence with the high of that 5 minute gap, the top of it, and the 78.6 at 234.
Yeah, that was a 3 minute gap, which was perfect.
Yep.
Got to like the 50% of the gap.
I'm going to see if I can. I'm going to see. Where would we go? Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see where we're going to go. All right. You got to watch for a potential little move up here. So it wasn't a very good play. Came down to the 38.2. See if we can get below the 1 minute weighted. So 169. Come on, baby, let's go. I could play it through here. Might not be a bad play. See if we can get there. What is that? 160. Switch over to a 2 minute. Oops. Let's see, 198. All right, and the thinking is from the 2 minute, if I go from low to high, see if we can get to around 70.2. Right now we're struggling at about the 50% retracement at 180. I'd like to see it break down to at least 168, preferably 150. I got an entry on another account at 197, but I don't think we're going to get up there. I would take it if we got up there. Okay, 28 seconds on the 5 minute. I'm not real enthralled with this candle. Okay. Oh, 2 minute candle. That's what that is. My fault. All right. New 5 minute. Gap fills up at 198. More than likely we break 181. Get a little fakey move down. Maybe come back up.
Short.
Dang dog. Come on, let's go. This may be a little free fall, so I might take profit there at 129.50. Close to IB. If we get there. So far, all we've done, this could be a little fakey here, 61.8. One thing I probably should do is just protect a little bit. Don't want to turn a winner into a loser.
Yep.
But we got so much time. Still have 2 minutes 45 seconds on a 5 minute. The high of the 5 minute is 187. We could get up to 198. So this could easily go up there to 198 and still have plenty of time to come back down. So I almost took 300. Just said, you know, take some profit, man. Because now I'm going to get up, what, 80 bucks? It's not a big deal. Shit. 61.8 should have taken kept my profit thing alone. Go back down. Come on. Turd. All right, back to the 1 minute. 28 points available, and I got 8. Great.
So it feels like this last week you almost just if you're trading more than one contract or even one, you just got to take some profit.
Yeah.
And then just look to re-enter. These fucking wicks, man. Look at this candle.
Yep. All right, 1 minute, 3 seconds left on this 5 minute. Oh, come on, stay down. I'll have to take the 10-point hit if it gets up there. There we go. Come on, back down. Get below VWAP, get below the 1 minute. I'm going to drop him down a little bit. Come It really is so funny how in some accounts you win every time, in some accounts you almost lose every time.
Yeah.
All right, 7 seconds left. What I need now is a new candle and just a red candle. That's what I need.
We came up to the 50% fit and of that overnight and rejected once. It's a 203.
Come on, red candle. Show me how it's done. Not looking so hot. Come on down. Let's break 186.50. Oh, almost got me. 186.50. Let's break that. Nope. Looks like we might go higher. Well, that was crap. But it did what it's supposed to do. It came down to 61.8. Reverse so far.
Yeah. 61.8 to the almost to the tick.
Got a 15-minute buy signal. Doesn't tell me much though right now. Got a 5-minute buy signal. Well, it happens. Didn't manage that very well. Little, maybe a 5-minute reversal candle here. Move up across 04.50. You sucker fish. Back up to today's opening trade. Let me get rid of this because this is useless now. Came back up 78.6 so far. We should move above that. Okay, so we've got some 1-minute gap fill right here. I'll put on the chart. So we tagged it on the 1 minute. I'm sorry, the 1-minute gap fill. So now the question is, do I go long above this opening trade again? Because now we should be able to get through the 5-minute gap fill. This line here, we should get above it. What's that? 20 to 31. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. $36 seconds left on this 5-minute. Exactly. So 19 to 26, 7 points. Come on, baby. Let's go. Move up. Let's get above this line. Yeah, I wanted to stay above that. Gotta watch for that 1 minute gap fill now. A lot of time on this 5 minutes, so let's do this. Damn it. Come on, let's go. Move up. Yeah. See, ideally, I'd like to get a long right here. It's going to get taken out. Just move my stop up a little less pain. This is about halfway. $208. Yep, right there. Software says long, buy on pullbacks. My problem is I'm getting low on time at 1:15, 1 minute, 15 seconds left on this 5 minute. Doesn't give me much time to get back up.
3 minutes coming back into a 3 minute gap.
Yeah.
You're just inside of this. You're still inside of this midnight and 50% fin.
Yeah.
You've come out both sides of it and you just can't get away from it. Like, I'm sitting on my hands, man.
Oops. Where are we at? Darn it. Don't tell me you're going to reverse there. Come on. I mean, it's the most logical place. 204, 3 points, right? That's where I always think. 3 points off the wick is a potential long. That's why usually I go 2 points above this wick for the long. If we take off from there, I won't be too happy. All right, so we got a very small 5 minute gap right here. might come down and test it. All right, we're still running about 4 seconds time today. Let's get rid of some of this crap here. All right, so we made the move up. Now what I'm going to look for is something like this. So we came down to the bottom of that wick. Probably should have taken that trade, right? 205. Wouldn't have quite got your 10 points yet. There you go. There's your 10 points. Dang it. So that was a good play. Those little wick plays give you 10 quick ones. I just didn't catch it. Okay, where are we at? 208. 204. Question is, we're going to continue down or go back up? So I'm going to take that long. I'm just going to bring my stop pretty close. So it'll be like a 4-pointer. Let's see. So I'm in at 207, 208, 218. Going to get taken out. All right. That's all right. I don't mind that. Let's see, do we have any confluence? If I go like this and go like that, we're at the 38.2. Doesn't give me much. I'll try again. Ooh, quick. Quick to take you out. Let's go to 5 minutes. Let's go. Come on. Let's get a big boner candle going. Okay. All right, let's go. We got to get above right here. You know, I think I get a good entries, and then it just wants to come back. I'll try to be patient, leave my stop down. Just got to get above this opening trade here, I think. If I can get another move back up. We've tried once, twice. One more move should do it. And then see if we can bust out to the top of this guy. I'm not so worried about the London high anymore. And my next target would be right about here. Going back through that 5-minute gap, which we talked about, like right here. So that's where we're at now. We're also at bottom control at 223.50 on CPR. So this would be the next move up to be really bullish, man. I mean, if we can get up through this, this is like go long. Problem is, that's like we talked about earlier, from 223 up to 284. So 60 points, 50 something. I mean, you got the pivot there at 254, which we tried once, twice, 3 times to get through. Couldn't do it, so that's why we rejected down. Well, that's not why, but we did reject down. All right, so we closed a 1 minute above the opening trade. Now I'm just hoping for it to continue on. So if we can get it from 10 to 52, it's 42 points. Not a bad trade. All right, I'll just go to break even. You know, depending on how strong this is, I might move my targets up. We got IB here at 262 roughly. So definitely I would, you know, typically I would actually put right there, and then I would actually start a new trade from right above IB. But we got to get up there first. That's a long ways away. got to get above 227.50 and then 235.25 be the next milestone. Basically right above this wick here. And then the next wick, or the next play, will be above IB, if we can get there. All right, getting a little Momo. Busted up above that. You know, okay, so let's get rid of this. This was the 5-minute prior gap, but you could really put this like this. And if we make a move up, this is another decent play. If we make a move up, come back down and retest, potentially you could get something like that. More on the 1-minute chart. So let's go to that. Let's see if we can see that play develop and play out. All right, so there's that. Really kind of like to see him stay above that. Rejected so far at the London high. All right. So now what I'd like to see for this move to play out is from here, but I'd like to see, you know, I'd like to see a little bit more of a distance, but may not get it. But anyway, you get a move up and then you get a move down to retest that line and then you get a takeoff. That's what I would like to see. But like Rolling Stones, you don't always get what you want. Actually, I could probably drop that down to right there. So in a more right here, this would actually be the play right there. So disregard that. So basically, you just had that same move up, right? So you had to move up, move down, retest, and then ideally you want to see a move up. So that's it in a nutshell. And all you do is take the previous, like a previous wick like this, right? It's not a bad play. Sorry, I should have been a little quicker on this, and we probably could have got this one too. I mean, basically from 28 to 48, so 20 points. Not a bad move. All right, we just closed the 1 minute gap there. We'd like to see that hold. 5 minutes got a lot of time. 15 minute, a lot of time. 3 minutes. We'd like to see a strong 15-minute candle here. I would like to see. I don't know if we're going to get it. Okay, we didn't even get up to the pivot, which is also the bear zone. I'll move my move up, my stop up. Gave away another good 15-20 points. Great. So we came down here. A lot of times I like to see that. Take it and then take it long. If not, you could take a long here at 20 and have like a 3-point stop, 17. Might get taken out, but oh well. We haven't been able to take care of that pivot yet. I think it's coming. Okay, just filled the 1 minute gap on the way down. All right, I'm gonna lock some in. Tired of giving it away. Come on, baby, let's go. Cruise on up to 260. That's good. Took 5. See if we can get a move up there. Take IB long. Okay, testing London high. So I don't know what kind of traders we have in the room or inside right now. Chat. Whether you got experience, no experience, and that would help dictate my discussion. if maybe if you know, people are willing to say, hey, you know, rookie, expert, whatever. That way, I could then know what I should be telling you, what I shouldn't be telling you. Does that make sense? If anybody cares to share, that would be great. If you like what I'm doing, maybe hit the like button. That'd be cool too. Just a little bit of feedback. Let me know where I need to go, what direction. Michael went to get something to eat. Also help me decide on which trades to show and which trades not to show. Oh, here we go. Relatively new trader, just following and watching what you do. Okay. Aaron and Yermi Pen. Yeah. Tough name. Tough name for me. My tongue doesn't roll or do anything. So, but welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, Aaron. Is it Aaron? Aaron. Yep. But thanks for being here. Okay, so looking for this 1 minute. Oops. So be looking for a move back. You know, screen time, it's the most important thing, right? Okay, very good. Thank you. Appreciate it. But, you know, this is like the most important thing is just screen time, right? Especially if you're new, relatively new, is the more time you can watch, because NQ has a personality. And you just got to find out what that personality is, or how can you trade it, right? Look for your kind of trades, not my trades. You know, if you can catch some of my trades, fantastic. But, you know, ideally you want to catch your trades. So you want to look for, obviously, you want to look for little cues that it could give you, right? Hold on, I want to switch to a 5-minute chart real quick. So I'm looking for that reversal candle right here, or looking at that reversal candle. Right on that 5 minute. I don't know if it's going to reverse, but that's what it looks like. But to watch, to find your type of trades, right? So like 1 minute candles. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So for me, you know, I used to watch, well, I still do, watch the 1 minute pretty much all market hours. So there was a time where the 1 minute, you know, I would watch it and say, okay, when it got to 10 seconds left, okay, so we're at 23 right now. I'll wait till 10. So up until then, it would potentially do a full retrace of that candle before making its move. So the last 10 seconds is when it would make its move. A lot of times you can see this on the bigger candles where it might come back up, retrace the full thing, and then come flying down. So you're just looking for little plays that you can see, you know, if you want to scalp or if you want to go long. You know, it depends on what you want to do. If you want to, obviously you want to try to catch your biggest trades possible, then you got to go to the bigger time frames, in my opinion. You got to go like to the 5 minute. So you got to look at the 5 minute, and then you got to decide how to play. So for me, I look at the previous wick and say, okay, here's 238.50. That would be a short for me. Because for one, it gave me a nice little wick up. But just like that, I mean, you know what I mean? You're going to get those plays where they just fall apart. And you're going to take a loss. So the next thing is important is to be able to take losses. I take 10-point losses, 5-point losses. You know, I try to make them as small as possible. I have no problem in taking small losses. Because all I need is one decent trade, you know, a 25-pointer, and it'll eliminate those small losses. So, I mean, something like this. Look at that. I mean, look at that move. That 5-minute candle jacked up. If you would have taken this short at 238, 253, so 15 points, you would have been out. Because if you would have put it above this previous candle, your stop, they would have taken you out. And that's going to happen. Don't get mad. Don't get pissed. You just say, okay. That's why I try to keep my voice just calm, one monotone. It's not exciting. You know, it's just the way it is. It's just the play. And just, you know, somebody once told me you have to be a good loser in trading. So yeah, I mean, you're going to get those decent trades. That was like one of my moves that I look for. And you know, I'm like everybody. I have emotions, so I get out of trades early. I put my stops too tight. You know, just like everybody. Now, since streaming, I'll tell you what. Since streaming, it made it added another element. So, and I have to say, it's been tough since starting streaming to keep in trades, to stay in trades, to take the right trade. So, I do have to watch that because I'm over trading a lot. So, I mean, but to me, here's, you know, this is, now I look at the 15 minute. So when I look at this, and I'm looking for the previous lows and so forth, I'm saying, okay, what's the 15 minutes? So I got a 15 minute on another display. And I'm looking at this candle and saying, well, it's not giving me much right now. We still have 4 minutes left. So really good chance that all we did was potentially is close this gap, 15-minute gap. And now we're going to make the move up, you know, and maybe close green. So question is, can we get some color? You know, can we get some green color up into here? Not, you know, I don't know that yet. Two-minute chart. Yeah, and that was just, there was a gap. So let's go back to that 15 minute. So you have all these different gaps. I usually will watch a 1 minute gap, a 5 minute gap, and a 15-minute gap. So the gap is this 3 minute candle system, right? So candle, here, let me do this. candle 1, 2, oops, why didn't you stay in? Here's the second candle right there. And then here's 3. Okay, so what you're looking for is these wicks to line up or to close. Candles 1 and 3. So right now there's a little bit of a gap there. Right? So if we go to a 5, now if I go over to a 5 minute, but that's the idea. So I like the 5 minute candle. I don't really look really hard at the 15 minute. I just take notice of it if it happens. So if I go to a 5 minute, I'm looking for the gap fills. See how this candle here, and if I 1, 2, and then 3, he came way down. So he's closed, right? So here's a gap right here, just a little bitty one. But this red candle here, there's a wick. And then there's the previous candle there. But you can see we kind of closed that gap with this wick. So as we came up, we came back down and closed it. Meaning that if I stretch that out, look how that wick closed out this wick, right? Almost to the tick. Make sense? So here's my candle 1. This red one right here. Let me do this. There's 1. Oops. Nope. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Oops. Okay, there you go. You got the idea. So that's what we're looking for in a 5 minute gap fill. And that's what I'm looking at. Now on my 15 minute chart, I have a 4-hour gap fills. Okay, so if you can see this, see these green boxes right here, and you'll see it up in my left hand corner. It says 240 minute fair value gap. That's what these are, considered to be a fair value gap. But anyway, I have 2 gaps that overlap. So this is support area right here. So you can see we came down at 8 o'clock, which is 8 o'clock this morning, and came down into this gap area. And then I'm sorry, this is support right here. But we had a fair value gap right here. And we came down, we went past midline, and then we bounced. Now this was also support for, some people call it the bull zone, in this green box from the central pivot range. And we came down this morning and bouncing it. Then today during market action at 10:30, we came down and again hit it again. So this 4-hour gap happened the 25th. So the 25th was what day? Last Wednesday. So last Wednesday, this left a 4-hour gap. So all we're doing is there could be buyers here that were still had open orders. I don't know. And we just came down to fill that gap up. Now we didn't come down to the bottom. So it tells me that we might still come back down here and take that guy out. Basically fill the gap. All right. So on the 15 minute, I don't really care for this candle here, right? Potentially, it's a reversal candle. It'd just be a hard reversal to take. You would have to take, I'd have to take it below 230. Now I'd have to take it below 229.50 to take that short. But since we're in 2 minute is up, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15, the 60 minute is still down. So, but the tendency, as we can see just by looking at these candles, is still in the up mode, right? Since basically 8 o'clock this morning, based on the 15 minute. So basically we look something, I don't know, I would go with the bodies probably. Basically we look something like that. You can see the red midline blocks that guy, supports him, blocks him. He got up there, he got up there, that one got up there, this one got up there, and we rejected each time. So this is the initial balance right here. Right above this guy here, whatever the high is, 262.50. All right, so let's go back to a 5 minute. And the 5 minute gave us a nice reversal candle, but I just didn't like this wick. I mean, I didn't like that freaking crap. So now where would I get long? That's the, I mean short, if I'm going to go short. And I just don't like it right here. So we do have bottom control right here. There's a possibility. If we drop back below the day's opening trade, that would be probably a potential short. But we've got support here with the 1 minute weighted moving average at 217. So I'll just sit on my hands here for a minute and see if I can get some kind of play. Yep, and thanks for asking the questions. Right? Sometimes I struggle. I struggle on talking. I'm not much of a, I'm going to talk about trading, and that's about it. You're not going to get much more. I might throw a little football in there once in a while, but that's about what you're going to get here in this room. So, I mean, if you're looking for people to keep your mind going and talking about all kinds of shit, then there's other places. I just like to focus on trading. I had some really good trades before the stream even happened. I was actually debating on whether I was even going to open the stream up today. Just so I could keep my focus, right? I mean, it's tough. It's tough to try to stream and try to explain what you're doing and still try to make money, right? I mean, because I still want to make money. So. But there we go. All right, so we're at bottom control now of the CPR, central pivot range. If you're not up to that, you can read about it. There's a lot of information on the web, just like on fair value gaps. Fair value gaps are a lot stronger when you got some kind of confluence. All right, so really, I don't have many gaps on the 5 minute to look at. And the 15 minute is giving me a nice reversal candle. See, now this is a beautiful look for me. I love that candle right there. Stuff here. I'm going to get rid of this London high. Maybe I'll leave it. No, I'll get rid of it. Less clutter on the charts. The London low, we already broke it. It's immaterial now. But if I'm playing this, I'm going to play something like this. That would be my play. Body to body, forget the wicks. Even though wicks are important. Yeah. All right, so there's a 15 minute. There was another entry. Let's go here to 5 minute. On the 5 minute, I'd be watching for something like this. You could do something like that. Either one. The one and done concept is the goal is to take one trade and be done for the day. It's difficult to do. But it can happen more times than not if you focus on it. Just like some of these accounts where I ended up getting up 700, 680. I won't, I'm done with those. And I got 2 more I need to bring up. But that's the struggle when you're starting out is do you know when to stop trading? I used to always tell people, how much is enough? That's the question you always have to ask yourself. How much is enough? Because greed kills. Greed will take you out. If you look at it and say, well, I want to make 1,000 a day. It's 5,000 a week. If you trade 50 weeks out of the year, take 2 weeks off vacation, it's a lot of money. So do you need that much money? Do you need $1,000 a day? Or could you get away with 500 a day? 25 points on NQ. 12.5 points if you play 2 contracts. And then you stop. That's always the tough part. It's all a numbers game. So right now there's no advantage for me to trade. I don't see an advantage for me, so I'm just kind of trying to be patient. We've come down to the opening trade. I ought to just say opening trade versus day's opening trade. But if we can drop below this and drop below here, we'd probably get a 10, 15 point move down to VWAP, I'm guessing. But you might get some support here and it might just stop coming down right here. Let's see. My fibs don't really work here just because. So if I look at here, down to low, we went above the 78.6, so now I'd be going the opposite direction. I'm saying, okay, we're at the 23.6 now. We've got 19 points for this zone. This would be my zone 1, and then 15 points on zone 2, 15 points on zone 3, so not the best. Now what I like to see here is a move back up. So we've came down below the 23.6. Now I want to see a move back up to 235. That would be ideal for me. So let's see if we get it. Is there a possibility we could just keep coming on down? Yep. It's still my favorite move. Come down to 23.6, come up to the 50, and then drop down. So a lot of times, just to get that out of the way so it's not cluttering up my chart, I'm going to put a line here. And that'll be gold. Can accept that up to there. I don't want to see it up here. I mean, it can go up there and come down, but a lot less likely. All right, now I can get rid of this. There you go. In a perfect world, comes down, moves back up to the 50%, and then drops like a rock. Will it do that today? I don't have any idea. I mean, this price action is not good for that kind of move. All right, we're below the 23.6, so far so good. If we get below the 38.2, the likelihood of it happening are probably 0. So let's see what happens. Okay, so 205. If we get below 205, then I'll delete those. Nice reversal on the 15 minute, I can say that. Problem is the lower we go, then I got to adjust those. So yeah, it's like chewing gum and walking. That's worse than that, actually. I don't have a problem chewing gum and walking, but trying to focus trading and talking sometimes can be a little difficult. That's why I see these other guys and they do it well. And it's just practice. They've been doing it for a long time. It just takes time. Okay, 23 seconds left. If we drop a little lower, then I'm guessing this move is not going to happen. I was just going to take it short and just play the VWAP. That's all right. So from today's low to the high, we are now in the upper 38.2%. Maybe they put the sell algo on for lunch. I don't know. Still in the upper area, so okay, thank you. Oh, what are we going to do? All right, trying to get it back above bottom control there. Make a little move up. I'll try a little long there. See if we can get pushed up. I would like to see it get up there, ideally. Okay, I'm going to go into protect mode just because there's still a potential for that play to work out. I think it's less likely now, but it's still potential. And I'll let the 1 minute gap fill. 227. All right, I'd like to see this hold here. go to a 1 minute. Yeah, didn't like that. So on that 5 minute, we came up to the 50%, almost to the 61.8 and rejected. So now if we get a move down, which we are, let's see if we can get down to VWAP. Still got 2 minutes left. A long time left on this 5 minute. Okay, so where would we be looking? See if we can cross down, ideally get below 205. If we're going to continue down. Okay, so the ultimate goal would be like a 61.8. So around 175. Don't know if we'd get there, but you can always dream. Just might take a while. I'm going to keep this long up here because if we get back up there, I still want to take that long. We're getting close to, let's see, we got 55 minutes left before Powell starts to speak. So Powell speaks at 10:55 Pacific time, which would be 1:55 Eastern time. So we got another 1 o'clock now. Got another 55 minutes. All right, 224 is a good spot to hang out. Don't like that candle. That was a gap up move. Days open trade. We're just below it. See if we can get a move down. Come on, baby. And again, I'm looking for a target. If I use fibs, I'll play the 61.8. It's 178, 180, whatever that is, 176. If we get there, fantastic. And if we don't, okay. I'm almost covered. I'm 4 points shy. I would like to see a little more of a move down. I can go to break even, and then at least I'm somewhat protected. I mean, I could probably go to here and feel pretty good about it. There you go. It's just kind of sloppy in here. So we got a 5 minute here. Oh, that's ugly. Okay. So what I'll do is as we continue, hopefully continue to go down, I'll keep following it down on the previous 5 minute candle. That'll be my stops. Obviously I'm below that now, so I'm hoping we don't come back up. Still got a minute left. I need to see a drop down, otherwise this was just a little kiss of this trend line. That's all it was. So I'm going to tighten my stop up in other places with a minute left, knowing that this could just been a kiss of that trend line. Just saying, okay, we're done with you. If we close down below it, then this trend line will still stay intact. Something like that. Then at which case my stop should be 25. Probably be a good stop. All right, let's come on down to VWAP. Okay, so we just hit a 5 minute gap. Let's see, 207, 204. Right here. It's a little one, but we hit it almost to the tick and then bounced. So 225. We got to push down below it. We've already pierced it and gone through it, this guy. So we've already hit through it. So, you know, you always think, well, it shouldn't have much strength, but there you go. What kind of bounce was that? That was from 207 up to 217, so a good 10-point bounce. Nice bounce. All right, so there's our move down. Let's bust through that. Let's get through VWAP.
Starting route to Galaxy Theaters.
Wrong way. We're not going there.
Head north on Stafford Way, then turn right onto West Rumble Road.
Sorry about that. That was yesterday. Oh. All right, so came down through the 5-minute, came down through VWAP. Now we're kind of holding. You know, if I wanted to, I could drop this down a little bit just to make sure a winner doesn't turn into a loser. 199. So we'd like to see that move break back down below it. You got a 3-minute gap, 5-minute. So now we want to see this guy. We've got a 1.5 minutes left, or almost 2 minutes. I'm just going to bring him up like this, just for fun, just so I can get him out of the way. There. All right, so we want to see a breakdown below VWAP if I want to see 179, 178. Why that number? Well, I mean, realistically, see how right here we came to 61.8. So technically, I should be adding. It should be a new. Well, actually, all these should be. These were all taking each other out. Anytime fibs come down and you hit 50%, then you're supposed to start anew. But over across the bigger trend, I'll say no. Let's see if we can get down to here. There you go. So the goal will be to try to get to 175. There's a good chance we can keep on coming. So what I'll do, I'll drop this guy down, and then I'll just play my stop down. So when we get close to 175, I'll have my stop in my hand. You know, basically, I'll have it down below, but I'll grab it like this and just walk it down. When we get to here, I'm going to be here. So when we get close to the 61.8, I'll drop it to 190, 192. And then if we come down to 175 or even greater, then I'll just move down a fib. If we get there. I may get taken out before that, so we'll see. Okay. All right, got to get past VWAP. We could come back up to this 5-minute gap fill at 211, which means 215's in play. Hopefully the top of that gap will hold us so we can't get up there. Just like that. Come on, baby. Come on down. Okay, so going back, I talked about this move down, right? So I had my fibs. I went from the top at the time. Actually, I came all the way down to here. And I said, what I'd like to see is a move up, right? What I wanted to see was a move up to the 50%. And I said 61.8 is okay. I don't want to see it up there. So what do? We passed the 50, almost to the 61.8. And then came down. It's exactly what I wanted to see. It's a great play if you can start tracking it and start utilizing it. It's a great play to put in your arsenal. Right? That's all you're looking for. You're looking for plays that you can capitalize on. So here's the 5-minute gap. I hate giving up all these points too. Okay. I got a PA account also. I'm up 450 on roughly Apex. There you go. Same place, looking for the same target. Hopefully we can get there. It's basically a 46-point move, just like this one hopefully will be. Oops. Yeah, where am I at? 179. So 180, 179. That would be 41. Okay, so I'm going to, down below, I'm going to start moving my stop down. I actually like it right there at 212. It's a good spot. And I'm going to move my PA out of the way. Because the goal now is, for me, is to capitalize as much as I can, right? So I got to watch for a bounce here at 50%. Very, very easily we can get a nice little move up. And then, but ideally I want to see it come down to 175, at which time I would really start to tighten the noose. Okay. Okay, we got a 1 minute gap up at 200. So Raven, I'm neither, man. I play the charts. I play what charts give me. So I just play price action. I'm a PA type of guy. I use fibs, you know, not all the time, but I use them just for targets, just maybe where I want to take profit at. But as a market as a whole, I don't care. I'm whatever the market's going to give me, I'm going to take. So I'm going to play and try to get entries like this, and you know, try to get to the play. I'm like everybody. I'll get taken out. You know, I'll lose when I shouldn't have. Just like everybody. I mean, it's just the game. It's just a game. So would not be surprised to see a 198 retest. You know, I really don't want to see it come back too much higher. So I'm up at 12. I could probably go down to 10. I mean, I could easily see a VWAP. If we go over to a 1 minute chart, I'll spin over. You know, so on the 1 minute chart, this is what I'm looking for. Watch. I'm seeing this, and I'm seeing that. If I wanted to get another short, this would probably be my short at 199. If I wanted to add. See what happens. Okay, so let's go back to the 5 minute. I forgot to, I should have kept the focus on the 5 minute. There we go. So we came down to the 61.8. So I'm going to move my stop down to about there. Maybe a little higher, 192. So I'm going to take my other one down, 195. I like 195 better. I got a 3 minute gap fill up to 190. So I got to be careful of that. 5 minute gap fill has been filled. So I'm not worried about that. until this guy closes. He's got 2 minutes left. So, you know, I hate to give up all these points, right? Because we're at 169. You know, 22 points, $400. Yeah, I probably should have taken the profit there, just like last time at the 61.8. But I'll let it play out and see what happens. Where would be my next spot? 154. If we get down there, that'd be fantastic. Also, 173 was yesterday's low, and that's kind of where we bounced, right? We bounced at 169. Thanks for the question, Ravine. Appreciate it. But I usually try to keep my bullish bearishness out. You know, big picture, if I wanted to look at, I don't look at Fibonacci's, but I look at Elliott Wave. You know, according to my, well, let me go to a daily here. My daily says we're going to go lower, potentially down to SPX 5220, you know, but I can't play that if I'm scalping or if I'm trying to play futures. So, okay, potentially there's a bias to the downside. But when I look at the 5-minute chart here, I mean, it's kind of sideways here, right? I mean, since really last night, for sure, we're just kind of sideways with the maybe a slight bias now to the downside. So it would be great if we come down and break the lows. So I will move these guys out of the way. In fact, that would be really my target, because starting from 140, I've just got nothing but a green sea of gaps and stuff like that. So a bunch of buy gaps down there. So I would like to see somewhere around 135, 143. That's my new target now. Okay. So got to watch for this gap fill, 5-minute. The 1 minute, I don't have very many. I don't have any 1 minutes. I don't think any gap fills to fill. They've all been filled on the way down. That's a good sign. So we stopped right at the 61.8, closed slightly above it. What I got to watch for is this move up like this before we come back down. It can happen. So, I mean, ideally we come down. Hopefully we can get down to 164 for sure. At which case I would then drop my stop down to here, right around 176. So then I would only give up like 12 points or something. So if we can get to 164, I'll move down. And I got to watch out for that move up, especially since we have a 5-minute gap right here. So. All right, had a few of these today. $400 or $500. Had quite a few stop losses. $175, so giving up another 15. Shit. 6, so 21 points. Great. Okay, so realistically my stop should be up here at 200. on a 5 minute. Okay, so there's the 5 minute gap fill. I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. I'll go to 193.75. 193 is kind of my number. Hopefully we'll act as some resistance. We won't get above it. Okay, so now anything above 192 and we can get above it. See the high 192.25. Come on, baby, stay down. Let's break 170. Break 170 and 140 is back in the picture. All right, we got 1 minute, 10 seconds left on this 5 minute. So as I stated earlier, you know, I've got to watch for that move to come up like this and hopefully come down. Obviously, if we keep going up and break back above VWAP, then we're going to be bullish. So that means we finished out this move here. This move is complete. So this is the tricky part. A lot of times I will take profit here at the 61.8 and then put in a sell stop right here at the 50% in hopes that we don't go too far above it. But I was just trying to maximize out profit today. Okay. Come on, let's go. Let's break 170. Now, the longer we stay here, the not so good feelings. Let's go 170. Okay, so I got taken out. That's a bummer. I will re-enter. What? Huh. Let me get back to what's NVIDIA doing. No, NVIDIA's still not that strong. Still got 8 minutes on this 15. I don't want to step in front of this train though if we continue higher. So I got to watch VWAP. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. All right, so now I'm going to watch for this 5-minute candle and see how it closes. If I just look at delta, cumulative delta, we're still at negative 1900. Now we're going to start to go bullish now with Powell getting ready to speak at 1:55. I don't know, but it was a good short, all off this little play. You know, realistically, my ideal entry would have been 231, and my exit should have been at 175. So, should have been. That's the play. In perfect world, that was your entry and your exit. So, if I put my fibs up here now, and I say this one's complete, what I'm going to do is put a line at the 78.6, so I know where that is. And then I'm going to get rid of this fib. And say, okay, we came up to the 38.2. We got blocked by VWAP in the 38.2. Okay, at 201. I don't know if I want to go long here or short. So we do have VWAP at 202, and we have the 1 minute weighted moving average at 211. And 43. So I took a short at on my PA account at 198, and I'll be out at 203. Not going to give it much at all. Looks like they want to push it up. Let's see. So down to 186 would be a potential. So right down to here. Come on, let's get to 186. 186. So I still got my PA at 198.75, and I'm looking for 186 ideally. Come on. There you go. If I can get more, that'd be great. All right. Okay, so I would consider a short below there. Got to get below yesterday's low at 173. Damn you. Okay, 1 minute gap filled. Let's see, 5 minute. We close that gap. See if we can get there. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get to 155. Come on, make your move. I don't like stopping there. Come on, let's go. 155. 1 minute left on the 5 minute, or 3 minute, I'm sorry. 3 minutes left on the 5 minutes, so we can play around a little bit. The 5 minute, or 15 minutes got a funky looking candle. Almost like a gravestone doji, right? Or an upside down one. Is that what it's called? No, not a gravestone. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. You can do it. Got to get below 173. It's struggling to get below that. I don't know why. Yesterday's low. People are playing it. Probably going to take me out. Yep. Took me out. Took me out. Shit. Come on. 2 minutes left. Come on. Sell market. There we go. Let's do this so I can see it across all my charts. That's a 3-minute gap. Well, looks like we're kind of just stalled here. Waiting for Powell to speak, maybe? Oh, come on, let's get down to 154, 78.6, and then Powell can speak. All right, that's what I'd like to see. There we go. Come on. There's no movement. Ooh. Doesn't want to drop that 61.8 there. Took me out. Fish. Let's try it again. That could be a double bottom. Let's see. We got some 1-minute gaps to fill. Right up there. Here's another one. That's a little, well, it's not all the way finished. So, couple 1-minute gaps up here. 5 minute. I have no 5 minutes. So this is my 4th zone right here. I think that's zone 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Zone 4. I do like, oh. I have no problem in taking that short. If we can get back down through there again. I was kind of hoping we were going to get some momentum move down, but it doesn't look like it. And then I would play it to right here. But time is getting close to 40, so we might get a lot of action there at 55. He doesn't even have to open his mouth up, and we'll probably get a big spike up and down. So I'll be out by then. So 38, 12, 17 minutes. So it'd be great to have a move come down and take out that 78.6. $78. One minute gap up at 78, right up here. Come on, baby, let's go. Let's rock and roll. Oh, come on. Trying to hold that 61.8. I really don't want to see it go too far above that. That'd be far enough. And we'll get some momentum to the downside now. See, so we have oh, I don't even know where that's at. Oh, way down there. Okay, never mind. All right, we got to get below 169. Seems to be the magic number. 170. Damn you. Just not going to do it. Look at that crap. Come on, stay down. Let's go. It's just 20 points. Come on. Got to get below 171 now, then 170, then 169. Every point counts. just got to be patient. It's going to do what it's going to do. Let's get below 169, then 171. There we go. Come on. Can't seem to get below it. Okay, we got 42 seconds on this 5 minute. Oh, 1 minute. Sorry, never mind. Let's go to the 5 minute. 32 seconds on the 5 minute. Looking for 155. Yep, I guess we're going higher. Alright, time to be done for a few. Can't play that crap. Alright, so we're waiting for Powell to speak. So it's just going to be probably nasty until he does. I mean, look at these 5 minute candles, 4 of them. Had a nice one here. Made the move down. Still, because we closed this candle down below 61.8, I want to believe we're going to come down here to the 78.6, or at least to the 70.2. So do I want to try it one more time? Not really. Let's see. And I mean, look at the 15-minute candles here. Look at these 3 candles. So just ugly. Just not what you want to see. I mean, I would probably have to wait till we cross this to take a short. 169.25. Make it 169. And then my big issue would be if we did take that short, you know, is it only going to go 4 points down here? So, you know, you can almost do something like that. It's pretty tight. All right, so it's a new 15, so she can go, let's say, to here, right? And we already got a line there. But with Powell speaking in 7 minutes, we'll see how it plays out. And let me go to a let's go to a 5 minute now. Yeah. All right, I have my 78.6 here, so I'm going to get rid of this fib just to get it out of the way. So my rule would be, I'll leave it up there for a second. My rule would be, as long as we don't go back above the 50 and close, but we did here, so I don't really like it. But we've now closed to 5 minutes below the 61.8, so now my rule is in play. That makes sense. Okay. So I know that's the 15 minute. I'm going to move this up for the 50. Change the color. Okay. So now, as long as we don't close or move above that too much, we can go by a couple points. So I would probably even take a sell, but not two. I don't know how, I don't know who's Powell's talking to. Chow high 1055. I mean, he may not even talk about any kind of policy issues or anything. All right, so I'm going to try this, do this the old-fashioned play, and say, well, if we get to 190, I want to go short. And if we get to 195, then I'll be out. I'm not a fan of this 5 minute being right there, but I'll give it a shot. Just one contract, I can always take it off. I mean, you know, lose 5 points, I'm all right. Okay, we'll give it there. All right. So I could take quick 4 or 5 points. There we go. I didn't like the 1 minute. The 1 minute actually gapped up. So it's generally pretty bullish. Let's see what happens here. Now I'll take it if we come back down through. Left. Okay, we got to 94. Didn't quite get to 95. There's 95. All right. $50 seconds on this 5 minute. As long as we don't close above that. If we close above it, we're going long. I would assume if we get above VWAP, we're going to go long. Okay. Oh, I guess Powell's talking. Guess I should have stayed in my short there. Okay. Brand new 5 minute. 15 is down to its last 5. If we drop back below, so we're below the 50% again. If we drop back below the 61.8, good chance we're going to go short. So we didn't make it above VWAP, or, I mean, we made it above, but we couldn't hold it above. So the 1 minute weighted moving average still looks good, coming down. Because we are a little herky-jerky, I might just play, I'll just take one contract. Actually, I'm just going to put this right here. I like it below the 61.8. This probably would be a better, potentially better entry. But they could play with you too. All right, let's see what happens here. Still got 2 minutes to close this, a little more, 2.5 minutes to close the 5 minute. Let's go to, where's Discord? Do I have any? No word on Powell speaking yet. So why do I keep this short open right here? This potential. It's because we had a 5 minute close below the 61.8. So that tells me there's a high probability, not guarantee, that we come down to here. Now that Powell's spoken, maybe he juices the market. I don't know. So I'm going to just leave that there for a few minutes and just see how things play out. But it does look like we're going to go higher. Yep. Okay, I can remove that. So we came up to 38.2, rejected, came back, almost made a lower low, but did not. Now we're back up on the move to the 50. VWAP, or 38.2 should have been my long, 201. This was a nice little play. Okay, VWAP is completely sideways. And 1 minute is kind of getting ready to spin back up, looks like. So we got a 5-minute gap forming right here, potentially. Right there. So if I wanted to go long, I'd probably do it at the bottom of that box at 96. Although the 1 minute way to moving it is at 98, so that might be a better little play. Again, I won't give it much, so I'll give it like potentially 4 points. Oops, wrong way. That was supposed to be a buy. Come on. See if we can get back above VWAP. Nope. All right, down we go. Okay, now some information on Powell's coming through. Which way to go? VWAP's at 01. See if we can get a long going here. Bottom controls 223.25. Powell, short-term interest rates, futures traders, keeps bet Fed is likely to deliver 25 basis point cut rather than a 50 basis point cut in November. Labor conditions are solid. Labor market roughly in balance. So all's good is what Powell's saying. Life is good. We're doing a soft landing. This could be a short here. I'll reverse in a second. Now, if you reverse from here, I will not be happy. 44 seconds. So we could have just came down and retested that again. Yep. Below 192. Come on. Can we bust 173 this time? Come on. Let's go. Just does not want to bust anything lower. Can't do it. Can't get below 173. Just can't do it. Well, you can see we tried and tried at 10:45, 10:50, 55, 11. I mean, how many times? Once, twice, three times, four times, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, it's just not going to get down there. Just will not do it. Well, if we do get below 173, it should bust loose. Should bust down to probably a good 20-pointer. One last try. I got short on my PA count, 189. I'm sitting at 134 for target. If we can get there, come on, break that 173. Hot darn it. Nope. Just can't do it. Just will not do it. They want to bust it. They're trying to bust it. Gotta get below 168 now. Let's go. Flush. Flush that baby. Flush it. Just can't do it. Come on, baby. Let's go. Took one off. Bringing it up 275. Up 500 on my PA. Trying to give it a little bit of room. All right, we're down to that 54 target. Amount. Right here, see that target, 78.6. There we go. Come on down. Last time we came down here, we bounced right here. So would not be surprised to see the same thing. Right in the middle, came down. That wick is right in the middle of a 5-minute gap, right in the center of it. Drop my stop down, close the 1-minute gap, 155, close enough. Retesting 78.6. Okay, taking that one off. I'll added 2 more. Gotta watch for a bounce here. Okay, there was that bounce. We did create a little bit of a lower low. Took one off just to reduce my risk. Okay, so now I'm going to put this I'll shoot for 76. That's what I'll shoot for. So we're in the bull zone, so one could expect a lot of choppiness. So that's what I'm expecting. The top of that bull zone is 131. Nope. I'll go to break even. Oh, come on. Wouldn't let me take my profit there. Maybe that's okay. I was too busy blowing the air horn. All right, I'm looking for a move down to 278. Come on, baby. $278 would do it for me. Let's go. There we go. Come on. Okay. 96, so I'll lock in. I don't know. Trying to get to 25. There we go. Locked in 1300. There we go. There we go. Now you can blast the horn. Nice little golf clap. All right. So much for the busy little bull zone. Oh well, that's all right. All right, I'm at 1,700 on that eval, up 1,000, 1,100 on my PA account, so not bad. Nice trade. All right, we came down to bull zone. That was another reason why I wanted to take profit in case we bounced there. Really, the correct target would have been right here at 260.75 or 261. That would have been the 1.5 from IB. But overall, just a good trade. I got stopped out once, which is fine. You know, you're looking at 58 points. Just make sure every once in a while you, on the bottom of your YouTube, you can grab the little dot there in the line and just bring it over to the right to make sure you're current. I mean, I think, let me see. I'm still only 3 seconds behind, so if you keep it up at date, I mean, you can see all my trades are pretty much live. Zinga! All right, so there we go. We hit the 1.5, 261. Should have been my target. Either that or Bull's last stand, either one. Beautiful little trade. What's today? 9:30. Ooh, I am below. So that should be 100. All right, so I'm done trading. I mean, I got an Apex evaluation up 1600, PA up 941, another Apex at 720, and a take profit trader at 680. So all green, all good. So I don't need to trade anymore. Oh, I did hit the record button. Good. So through all my trades, I was primarily, or at least the last hour or two, I was trading one account. And even though I took a bunch of little stops, 5-pointers, 4-pointers, whatever, that account is now up 1635. So that's why I was saying I don't have no problem taking little stops, and if I can keep them in the 3 to 5 point range, I like that. And then you just look for these decent sized runs where you can pick up 60, 70 points. In this case, I picked up quite a few, almost 80. Well, 80 something. So it is what it is. And you can see the 1.5 and Bear's Last Stand, good place to take profit. So even though I did take it a little on the short side, what did I miss out on? 50 or 20 points. That's what I missed out on. So not great, but not too bad, right? I mean, I shot for 76. So I was happy with that. All right, so what would I do here? Well, I don't really like it here, but we just came back up and retested. Normally I would take this short right here, right there at 101, right there at the bottom of the bull zone. So that would have been a good 15 points, almost 20. Come back up and retest that. Now let's see what happens. Ideally, what I'd like to see is a retest of that guy, that yellow line, the IV. All right, everybody's leaving. Good. Hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for coming. Hopefully, you guys will be here tomorrow. If you could hit the like button on the way out, that'd be cool. You know, guy can always use likes. And then if you haven't subscribed, you can always go to MrFibsTrades or just hit that bell button and subscribe. That'd be cool too. If not, no worries. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.